Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. Today we are going to analyze the Hindu newspaper for 26 May 2020. आप सभी का स्वागत है अर्पिता शर्मा क्लासेस में। आज हम 26 मई 2020 का द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालाइज करने जा रहे हैं। The class PDFs are uploaded on our Telegram channel. You can join our Telegram channel Simplifying UPSC with Ease to download the class PDFs. Important notifications regarding the classes are also uploaded there. You will be updated in a timely manner regarding our special free classes on Unacademy Plus as well. Unacademy Plus पे जितनी भी special free classes होती हैं वहाँ पर टेलीग्राम चैनल पे नोटिफाई कर दिया जाता है उन क्लासेस के बारे में। तो आप सिंप्लीफाइंग यूपीएससी विद ईज ज्वाइन कर सकते हो। टेलीग्राम चैनल लिंक दिया हुआ है डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में, ताकि आपको टाइमली मैनर में सभी नोटिफिकेशंस टाइम टू टाइम मिलती रहे। ऑन दिस नोट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद आवर क्लास नाउ। इसी नोट पर अपना क्लास शुरू करते हैं। Here's a small announcement for all of you. You can also subscribe to Unacademy Plus, where I am teaching. I am also taking very important courses, like I'm going to start with important schemes launched by government in 2020. All the important schemes of 2019 will also be covered. So you can join Unacademy Plus and use Sharma20 referral code to get 10% discount on your subscription as well. The first important news: Karnataka government takes efforts to solve mystery over birthplace of Purandara Das. To explore definitive archaeological evidence that may put an end to speculations regarding birthplace of Purandara Das, who is hailed as father figure of Carnatic music, Department of Archaeology, Heritage and Museums will soon start field research work at Keshavpura in Araga Gram Panchayat of Tirthahalli Taluk in Karnataka. Now, the pen name of his compositions was known as Purandara Vithala. It was believed that the mystic poet was born in Purandargarh, Maharashtra. However, many in Malnad claimed that he hailed from this region. So, who was Purandara Das? This is important for prelims. He was a Haridas, that means a devotee of Lord Krishna. He was a disciple of celebrated Madhava philosopher saint Vyasatirtha and a contemporary of another great Haridas, Kanakadas. यानी कि समकालीन थे वो पोएट कनिक दास के। Purandara Das was the pioneer who blended the rich musical streams, namely Dravidian and Aryan music, into a single stream known as Carnatic music. Dravidian और Aryan music को merge करके इन्होंने Carnatic music start किया था। Purandara Das is hailed as a father figure, Pitamaha of Carnatic music. Very important information for prelims. And the pen name of his compositions was Purandara Vithala. It was widely believed that this mystic poet was born in Purandargarh in Maharashtra. ऐसा माना जाता है महाराष्ट्र के पुरंदरगढ़ में इनका जन्म हुआ था। कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि ये लोग इस रीजन से बिलोंग करते हैं। According to historians, Araga in Malnad was a buzzing commercial center during Vijayanagar rule, the period to which the poet belonged. Referring to the names of places in the vicinity of Keshavpura, Varthepura, Vittalanagundi, Dasanagadde, it was argued that these places were inhabited by merchant community influenced by Vaishnav tradition. Vaishnav means people who follow Lord, or who worship or who are the devotee of Lord Krishna. Prior to this initiation to Haridas tradition, Purandara Das was a rich merchant and was called as Srinivasa Nayaka. To solve the mystery where Purandara Das was born, he was born in Purandargarh or in Malnad. To solve the mystery regarding the birthplace, the Karnataka state government had directed Kannada University Hampi to form an expert committee. Next important news: ILO urges PM not to dilute labour laws. International Labour Organization has informed trade unions of India that its Director General has expressed concern and urged Prime Minister to send a clear message to central and state government to uphold international labour laws after recent dilution of laws by some states. We have studied a lot about the dilution of labour laws. कुछ states ने कैसे labour laws को dilute करने की बात कही है। ILO ने inform किया है ट्रेड यूनियंस ऑफ इंडिया को कि उनके डायरेक्टर जनरल ने कुछ कंसर्न्स प्राइम मिनिस्टर के सामने रखी हैं regarding the dilution of labour laws. A group of 10 central trade unions had written to ILO in Geneva seeking its interference to protect workers' rights and international labour standards as well. Here they have sent the representation to ILO after UP, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and some other states have either suspended a large number of labour laws for 2-3 years or diluted them in an attempt to woo the industry in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. Now this is a very important editorial, a well-balanced stimulus package. Here the author of the article, Rajiv Kumar, who is the current vice chairman of Niti Aayog, he argues in favor of economic stimulus package. जो आत्मनिर्भर भारत पैकेज लॉन्च हुआ है इसके फेवर में इन्होंने बात कही है. The author argues that stimulus package is a well balanced and bold package and it will help the economic activity to revive. Now, what are the limitations of a developing economy? He has thrown some light over it. The author argues that developed countries like US, bestowed with unlimited resource, have the luxury to issue debt without any thought of its consequence on their macroeconomic balances. This is with the developed countries. उनको बार बार सोचना नहीं पड़ता लोन देने से पहले. India does not have these many degrees of freedom because of the constraints and compulsions that our government has. That is why it has come up with this stimulus package. The announced measures in the stimulus package aim to convert this crisis into an opportunity so that boldly structural reforms can be implemented. The size of stimulus is around 10% of GDP, which compares favorably with the packages also. Several measures have also been announced to remove the sagging demand in the economy. Against the conventional argument, increasing the cash in hand of consumer is the sole means for reversing the declining demand in the economy. Additional credit lines provided to MSMEs, to street vendors, to farmers will also contribute to strengthening the aggregate demand in the economy, right? And the package is also listed down some measures which will trigger the demand. And demand एक बार trigger हो जाती है तो economic recovery जल्दी शुरू होने लगती है. Package has guaranteed survival of existing production capacities also. It has laid strong grounds for attracting fresh investments also. Now we all know if fresh investments are attracted, then obviously it is done to bolster the growth. In the agriculture sector, government has declared agriculture and all related activities as essential services. जैसे ही लॉकडाउन अनाउंस हुआ था उसी वक्त एग्रीकल्चर और जितनी भी एलाइड एक्टिविटीज हैं उनको एसेंशियल सर्विसेज में डाल दिया गया था. The measure aimed at aiding the farmers will help ensure nation's food security. Also, governmental measures will help prevent liquidity crunch from converting to insolvencies and bankruptcies. The measures would significantly help improve ecosystem for private producers and investors. आपको सभी को पता होगा कि एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज एक्ट को भी अमेंड किया गया है इस पर्टिकुलर स्टिमुलस पैकेज में, राइट? Next important editorial, moving beyond geopolitics. The authors of this article analyze the trends in the domain of technology and data and evaluate the scenario in post-COVID-19 phases. Now in this lockdown, we all have come across the importance of digital platforms, e-learning platforms as well. Several important biotechnological tools, right? तो इसके अंदर इस लॉकडाउन में हमें काफी इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में समझ आया है. इंपॉर्टेंस समझ आई है डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स की. अब पोस्ट कोविड फेज यानी कि कोविड के बाद की फेज में इन प्लेटफॉर्म्स की कितनी इंपॉर्टेंस रहेगी, क्या स्टेटस रहेगा, ये और इन दो ऑथर्स ने इस पर्टिकुलर एडिटोरियल में इसके ऊपर चर्चा की है. National governments, policy makers and healthcare researchers are using technology and data to plan and improve economic activity, social development and treat deadly disease. For example, Arogya Setu app, right? Now, issues relating to technologies like biotechnology, genetic engineering, information technology will have a long-term impact on geopolitics. Technology and data, they are becoming inherently geopolitical. Proper data related to COVID-19 were not shared in time. That is why there was so much anger towards the WHO and China. Then the nature of technology and data has placed tech giants like Google, Amazon in commanding position because of their global outreach. Tech giants are taking a leading role in geopolitics. Then the US-China trade war, the position of governments on Huawei 5G technology, Facebook's attempt to implement internet.org. These are the few examples how tech giants are trying to lead the geopolitics in the entire globe, right? Now there is a changing idea of privacy also. For example, Arogya Setu app was being criticized because of the privacy issues, right? The pandemic has brought a change in perception on issues like privacy. During the current pandemic, people across the globe have accepted the idea of their live locations being traced and shared with governments. In India, more than 90 million people have downloaded Arogya Setu despite the criticisms that it is leaking the, you can say the important data of the user. स्टिल पीपल आर यूजिंग, 90 मिलियन लोगों ने इसको डाउनलोड कर लिया है। तो प्राइवेसी को लेकर क्या परसेप्शन रहता है लोगों का, वो भी चेंज हुआ है इस पर्टिकुलर पैंडेमिक में। क्लियर? Next important news, Puntius sanctus, a new species of small freshwater fish of the family Cyprinidae has been discovered. It was encountered in a small water body in Velankanni in Tamil Nadu. It's a silver-hued fish which has been named Puntius sanctus. Puntius sanctus grows only to a length of 7 cm. It is used both as food and as an aquarium draw. They are purely freshwater fishes. You have to remember this fact for prelims. Heat wave sweeps North India. Several parts of North India are reeling under an intense heat wave, with many districts in Rajasthan, Haryana, UP, MP posing temperatures over 45 degrees Celsius or 5 degrees above what is normal. The India Meteorological Department had forecast heat wave to severe heat wave conditions over northwest, central and adjoining peninsular India. Now, what is this heat wave? IMD के हिसाब से इसकी डेफिनेशन दी गई है, एक पर्टिकुलर डेफिनेशन दी गई है इसे। अकॉर्डिंग टू IMD, it has a particular definition. A heat wave as 5 or more consecutive days during which daily maximum temperature exceeds average maximum temperature by 5 डिग्री सेल्सियस। जितना आपका एवरेज मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर होता है उससे अगर 5 डिग्री सेल्सियस ऊपर चला जाए टेम्परेचर तो वो हीट वेव की सिचुएशन आ जाती है। क्लियर? सो दैट एरिया इज affected by the heat wave. So this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you really enjoyed it, do not forget to share, subscribe and like the video.